So some of y'all have been wondering where I've been, and this is where I've been. I've been in space. I've been in outer space, conquering the galaxies and whatnot. This is what I've been doing. This game has been taking up my life. This is Warframe, aka Destiny, but it's sort of not Destiny. I don't even really know how to describe it. So this is where I've been. We got a little stuffed toy there because that is just my little. I'm actually not too sure why that's there. But yeah, no, we've been playing this a lot. We've been playing this literally like up until pretty much all like half of November and like all of December. This game has been what's going on in my life. I haven't really got much to show for it. I'm only level 6. I actually have a level up, so we may do that in the video so I can actually sort of show you guys what's going on. So we are playing Wukong. Now, the reason we're playing Wukong is I do remember when we started playing this. I started playing this not too long after I finished watching God of High School finished. Yeah, so, and I remember I was like absolutely obsessed with that anime, and I was like, oh shit. And then I saw there was a Warframe named Wukong, and I mean, it's hard to say no to that. But yeah, no, so this is sort of what we're doing. We're actually prestiged. So we leveled him up max a while ago. I only really just recently learned how to prestige him. Now, prestiging is... I actually have no idea how to do it again. Prestiging is essentially you level him up and get him maxed out, and then you sort of press R3 and you can polarize him, or polarity, or... Yeah, here we go. So you can polarize your unit, and you can give it a random sort of buff in one of these little slots that give it essentially half points. So you can put a 9-point skill into the slot and it will only take up 4 points, and you have a capacity limit. So this allows you to actually reach higher levels. So generally you get to about 30 or 40 or whatever it is, and then you max out. But with this, you're able to get a lot higher level because of the fact that you can put a lot higher level skills in with those little buffs. Having said that, I am nowhere near as knowledgeable on this game as some of the people that I've been playing with are. The boy Enthusiasm, and we got, you know, Uncle Angus and the shy guy Rosa. They've been playing a lot more than I have, but this is sort of what, yeah, this has been, when I haven't been working, this has been what I've been doing. Actually, I just finished this little bow here. Let me claim that. Just let me claim this stuff. So this, if you guys are curious, obviously if you're watching this video, you are somewhat curious as to what Warframe is. So this is your, essentially it's your smithy. It's a foundry. It's your smithy. It's where you build all your new gear, you build all your parts for your new Warframes. So at the moment, I'm working on building Wukong Prime. So I've got 2 of the, I think 4 pieces that I need for him. I think there's like 4 pieces for him, either 3 or 4 pieces. So I've got chassis and the neuroptics. I need systems, and I think that's it. I think all I need is systems. I have a feeling there's a 4th bit, but I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, so I need systems. But systems, unfortunately, I won't be able to get until I get to higher level areas, because that's where the relics, which is what you use to actually unlock the bits, or at least unlock missions to be able to get a chance at getting these parts, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, so there's also, you got the arsenal. So this is where you can actually pick all of your, you can pick what Warframe you want to use. So let's just have a look at my Warframes. So at the moment, oh, we actually got platinum, and all these are on special at the moment as well. Might have a look at that later. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of different Warframes. The ones we've got currently, we've got, so Wukong, we've got Vault, which is like the beginning one. We've got Revenant. I mean, like, he is that. That's what he is right there. Like, I don't know. He's just Tree Boy. He's just Tree Boy with a little bit of sauce. You've got Nidus, which is sort of like, I don't know. I look at him and I think symbiote, like Venom. Symbiote. This guy, no idea. We got Necro, which is just death pretty much. Got Mirage Prime. I think I got that in a pack. A lot of these I bought, obviously. I mean, I didn't unlock these naturally. We got Chroma, we've got Banshee Prime, and we got Ash. So a lot of these I bought, obviously, because I just had there was, at the very beginning phases of playing this game, I went on a spending spree and just bought just a lot of shit, which I shouldn't have bought, honestly. We're actually going to equip this bow because I want to use it. So obviously Wukong's weapon of choice is an iron staff, so that's his ult weapon. At the moment we're using a Nakana. It's just a katana, I believe. It's like one of those precision swords. That's what we're using at this point in time, just because that's what we got. I need to, at some point, you know, just put that on real quick. We'll just put on some quick ones, just so I can. And we got that one as well. We got that one. Oh, that's already on there. Oh, we'll swap you out then. Pressure point. I think we already got pressure point. Yes, we do. But we actually have max pressure point there, so we don't need that. And we'll give them this. Why not? All right, cool. So that's it. So let's move on, shall we? So in 2021, this game has been upgraded, obviously, for the PS5. So this is the PS5 version. So if you're looking at it thinking that this looks a lot better than what you remember, it's because it's the PS5 version. I don't know how much better the PS4 version looks. It might just look exactly the same as what you probably remember. But the PS5 version, I will say, is something special to look at, honestly. I wouldn't say it's overly much better, but it is in 2K, so, I mean, it's sort of like if you're playing on PC, I think. That's the only real way I can think to describe playing.
Payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network.
So this game has been a big part of my sort of just
do this without you.
Playing. So that chick likes to talk a lot. But yeah, so I've been playing this, like I said, I've been playing this a lot. So if I skip anything, if you guys are at all curious about anything and I skip it by accident, let me know, and I'll see and I'll try, maybe, I don't know, if I'm able to, I'll get back to you about it, but, yeah, so the game is done in third person, so a lot of people might find this as a deal breaker, but if I'm being completely real, you get used to it. I didn't like the fact it was in third person when I first started playing. But with the zoom, and you can get mods that make you zoom in more as well when you're doing the weapon stuff, you can't go first person. But honestly, you get used to it, and this is coming from a person that does prefer, like, games like this, I prefer them in first person, so, yeah, so anyway, let's do the objective. So, we're supposed to be going to data terminals. I'm no fucking clue what we're doing. So, we're gonna pick this up. So, we need to go, we just need to follow the point. So, you can, on the map in the top left corner, it shows you exactly where you need to go. So yeah, there's not really too much guessing work. The only time there's guessing work, there's guessing work sometimes, but for the most part it's pretty straightforward, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you guys decide to play it, it's free. Everything that you're seeing, like this Wukong, is 100% obtainable through the game and for free. Honestly, I've thought about wiping my data and just playing like free to play, going back and starting all over again.
This will take a moment.
Because I actually want to see if it is possible to do it, and I want to see like how far you can get for free without paying any money. But unfortunately, people aren't exactly on this game as much as they used to be, so there's little to no point for me to do that. But it is 100% doable. You can do it. You're going to be stuck with the same sort of Warframes though for a while, and you really need to get into the specifics and the grinding of the game. I'm going to turn down my headset just a bit. Yeah, you really need to get into like the grindiness of the game if you want to play free to play. I would say that buying stuff in this game isn't expensive. If you get the packs that come with Warframes and come with Platinum, that's better money than if you pay for just the Platinum packs. I can't recommend paying for the Platinum packs because if you just get the packs with the Warframes in them, you can get like, there's one pack you pay $80 and you get 2,600 Platinum. And you get a bunch of free Warframes. Usually 2,600 Platinum is like $100 or some shit by itself. You know, so like stuff like that is, I'd say, maybe worth it. Oh, like $100 AUD, so that's like what, $60, $70 for US. If you got for you guys in the US, it's about $60 for you. So pretty much the price of a new game, almost. Which is, you know, I don't know. I think I've battled with myself a lot about spending money on games and pretty much paying twice its worth over. I would say that honestly, I'd love to play this game on the channel, but whether or not it's feasible to do, that's a different question as well. Also, like, you know, the game's pretty old, so honestly, if you haven't already considered playing it, maybe give it a go. I mean, I could recommend at least giving it a go. If you've got a group of friends that are interested in playing a game, like if you're looking for a new game to play, and for a lot of you guys with PS4s still, not even flexing, but for a lot of you guys with PS4s, you know, you're probably looking for some game to play while you're waiting for your PS5 to come. So, I mean, honestly, this game, you can play with people on PS4 as well. So, like, I play with my mates that are PS4 on this game. So it's cross-platform, it's cross-gen. It's not cross-platform. I need to be very careful how I say that. It's not cross-platform, but it is cross-gen. So you can play with people from PS4 and PS5. So it's, yeah. So it's good in that way, I will say. I actually do like that. It allows me to be able to play with my friends. Honestly, I think most games that are on PS4 and PS5 are cross-gen, so I don't think that's really a big deal. But yeah, I don't really know, yeah. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted. I really need to just put my phone on silent, honestly. It's not working for me. Because I keep losing my train of thought. But yeah, like, the game is decent. I will say the game's decent. I do a lot of this grinding when I'm just like watching like TV shows or whatever. Like, this game's pretty mind-numbing or mindless. Sorry, I shouldn't say mind-numbing. It is sort of mind-numbing when you're doing some missions, but there are missions where you have to actually think. So I mean, it's not completely mind-numbing. All right, so I'll show you off the ult. So this is Wukong's ult. So he gets like a little power pole, right? And he just absolutely just wrecks stuff, and then you can do this, and you just do a bunch of stuff, honestly. So his ult is actually super good. I really love, not his ult, sorry, his square ability, because you go up into the air, and you can essentially move faster than any character in the game. It's a weird sort of thing, but if you use it to move, you'll find that you move faster than any other character. Like, no one can move as fast as you move as Wukong when you're up in the clouds like that. As far as I know, maybe the only one that could probably get close is Nether Prime, because I think Nether Prime is a bit of a speedy boy, speedy girl, boy, whichever one it is. But he is pretty quick when he's up in the cloud. He's doing his Nimbus cloud stuff. Plus, you know, it allows you to get a bit like it allows you to get a ground crushing ability like that. So you go like that, boom. So for some reason it's getting cut short a little bit, which is really frustrating because I don't know why that's happening. Wukong Prime also allows you to make a Celestial Twin. Now this Celestial Twin, I'm not too sure exactly how long it lasts. I don't know if it can even die, because I don't think I've ever seen it die. So you summon it and it just lasts forever, as far as I know. And he'll usually take whatever weapon you don't have, as far as I know. I don't think I've ever seen... Yeah, so I don't think I've ever seen him use a weapon the same as what I'm using. So if I'm using a sword, he doesn't use a sword as well. So he sort of uses whatever I'm not using. And then we got his last ability, which is the circle ability, which I'm not going to be able to show you until I build up some more ult. So those blue orbs that you saw on the ground earlier, that's what you have to pick up to actually build up your ult bar. So when I see them, I'll show you. Trying as hard as possible to make sure that I include details in that I know that I'm going to get, because I don't know if I'm going to do another Warframe video, so I may not have another chance to explain the game. The game is fairly entertaining to play by yourself. It does make it better when you have people to play with, because once you get to late game stuff, the game is difficult. If you don't work, if you're not working and you don't have money, then be prepared for a grind fest on this game. But if you don't mind the grind fest and you've got people to play with and it's not just you and there's a reason for you to actually progress,
Drop me in and
then
defend
it
our
is hella
position.
worth it. If you've got a little bit of money to spend on like like accessories and like extra weapons and stuff, because some things you can't unlock. Some things are money exclusive,
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
but for the most part, most things are obtainable. You just have to find the blueprints. You can buy blueprints for weapons through the marketplace, which only cost in-game credits. So you buy the blueprint, and then all you have to do is get the parts. So this bow that I built, this is a blueprint build. This isn't... I didn't pay for this, so... I bought the blueprint for it, though. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I paid for that. But everything else I pretty much paid for. Oh, actually, no. I think the only thing about Wukong that is paid for is Wukong. And the costume, or the skin that I've got as well. The skin, obviously. But, I mean, look at the skin, man. How can you not buy that? That's like buying, it's like buying Steve Harrington in Dead by Daylight and not getting the Chips Ahoy outfit. Like, I mean, one does not simply not get the Chips Ahoy outfit. That's just ridiculous. Or whatever it is. Is it Chips Ahoy? Scoops Ahoy, sorry. That's my bad.
The odds were against us, Tenno.
But yeah, like
we did
you...
it.
Yeah,
Mission
if you,
complete.
you get it. You understand what I mean.
Robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
There's a lot of other games that you'd probably rather be playing, but if there's no other game that you can play or want to play or whatever, then, I mean, give it a go. If you've got a group of friends that are also sort of looking for a new game to play, I would 100% recommend this game. I think, because at least a try. I'd 100% recommend at least trying it. Like this game, I play it based off of my vibe.
Detecting glass resonance. It's
So,
close.
sometimes I'm not feeling this game, sometimes I am feeling this game. Like right now, the only reason I'm actually recording this is because I turned on PlayStation to record Demon Souls and saw Warframe. I was like, you know what, let's do this, because I've been meaning to do this video. So I did this instead, but we do need to do Demon Souls. So that's why this video is hopefully not going to be too long, because I don't want to spend too much time today playing this game.
There's no going back.
But yeah, I would 100% recommend. Actually, let me show you his cloud ability. So we can pretty much make it all the way up there, I think. Mostly. But yeah, he moves faster than any other character, if you use it for that. So he's great for getting to extraction points super quickly without having to really deal with enemies, and you can also get a ground pound out of it as well. So after every mission, you will get this stuff. So you get rewards, you get XP obviously as well. And you get these things once I get my cursor back. And you also get these things down here, which are essentially their skills. They're skill plates, I guess. You equip these to your gear. So it will have the type of skill it is. So this one says melee prowess. It will tell you what it does. So this is plus 15% to status chance. So when you have a weapon that does like lightning, fire, ice, whatever, that will do this. Melee, and then melee is the type of weapon it's for, so that means it's for like sword and stuff, or just melee weapons. If you, yeah, you get it. There's also a cool little thing in this game which we didn't find out until a few hours in, but when you when you combine different elemental abilities. So let's just have a look real quick. I'll just show you. So at the moment on the sword, we've got Volcanic Edge. Okay, so this does heat damage, which is essentially fire damage, I believe. Pretty sure they're the same thing. Otherwise, I am very misinformed. So if you scroll over to the left here, you got all of your stats, right? So this is our stats. At the moment, we do heat damage. Now, when you equipped, let's say we equipped Northwind. So Northwind does cold damage, right? So let's say we equip Northwind. So now our damage actually changes. It morphs. The elemental morphs. So now instead of just heat damage, it actually does blast damage. So that is what happens when you mix heat and cold damage together. So you can do this with multiple things as well. So let me just get rid of some of these real quick, because I believe you can do this with actually like 3. I believe if you actually drop 3. Yeah, so if you drop 3 in, then you actually get 2 buffs. So you get, so now you oh, well, I don't know. Oh no, that's weird. No, you don't get anything. So you can get the cold, and then you get fire and lightning, which makes radiation damage. So if we get rid of lightning, or cold, no, sorry. Let's get rid of fire. Let's get rid of the heat damage real quick. How do I get rid of this? Remove it there. And now with this damage, with cold and lightning damage, it now has magnetic damage. Now you can also make corrosive damage, which I believe is somewhere. I think it's corrosive. Let me just have a look. There's another type of damage that you can get, but I can't remember the damage type. I think there's actually just corrosive damage by itself. Maybe I'm wrong. Ah, here we go, toxin. So if you add toxin, then you start getting different damage. So this is corrosive. Let's add volcanic. So you can make corrosive damage. You can make gas damage with that. You can also get viral damage. I have no idea what viral damage is. I've never actually heard of that. That is interesting. I may keep that on the sword. So what does viral damage do? Does it even say? Combined from cold and toxin damage, most effective against Grineer clones. Viral status increases health damage taken up by 325%. So, okay, so yeah. I don't know what viral damage does. Maybe it just gives them a cold. I don't know. Maybe it gives them COVID. I don't know, a space flu. But yeah, like, you get it. You get it. So you can do that. You can also do the same for your dog. Your pet, I should say. Your pet also has skill plates. It can be equipped as well. So yeah, it's all fun and games, guys. It's all fun and games. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please do consider giving Warframe a go. It is worth giving a go at least, I would say. Have a good one, guys.